Hello guys, it's me again Aswad, and today I'm going to talk about Superman. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. So anybody who is a fan of the superhero movies, regardless Marvel or DC, if you ask any of them, they will love Superman. They love Superman. I think people start watching superhero movies because of Superman, the original one. The color one. I'm not talking about the black and white TV shows and whatnot. Whatever they came out before, I don't know. But all I know is, the Christopher Reeve Superman. And I think everybody have this great picture of Superman. Everybody have the history of Superman. And we were all so innocent. I think during even up to the 80s, America was still making TV shows about how great Vietnam War is. They have a movie about China Beach and whatnot. Trying to make a positive picture of a war in Vietnam. Because America during the 80s were very gung-ho, they are very strong. America is very strong with Superman, with their attitude about saving the world, becoming all of this under Ronald Reagan. America is the superhero, super cop of the world. So they don't have American view during the 80s. They don't have any other view except America is great. So when I was growing up, I always see all these superhero comic books. They are all very openly, very gung-ho, American great. This is MAGA, Make America Great time during the Ronald Reagan era. So even about the Vietnam War, they try to make it as colorful, or at first they have TV show like MASH, and then they have the China Beach, and then they have a lot of action TV shows about the Vietnam experience. We have a lot of movies that came out, Apocalypse Now, Platoon, my God, Steven Seagal. Not Steven Seagal, there's another Kung Fu guy, Chuck Norris. A lot of Vietnam movies that show America as the hero and blah blah blah, and the Viet Cong as evil, up to Rambo, Rambo 1, Rambo 2, Rambo 3, all of that. And comic book is also reflecting of that. Now, like I said, why am I going through all of the Reagan era kind of media storyline about how great America is? Well, I just want to present to you about that, how great America was, and because of the Superman connection. So Superman movies from after the Christopher Reeve all up to Superman 1, 2, 3, I think all of the Superman movies that came out during the 80s, they were all following that script. That script that America is a super cop. So that is represented by Superman. He's the great, carrying the American flag and trying to win, the world. And then romantically, everybody knows that his wife or his girlfriend is Lois Lane, So everybody loved that. Everybody loved Superman growing up. So you can see even the Smallville. During the 90s, there was Smallville. I think there's so many Superman. Lois and Clark. There's a lot of Superman in the media, on the TVs, and then comes the Christopher Nolan period, where he introduced the dark element into the superhero world. Batman has it, and then he also produced the first Man of Steel, and he was the producer, and he got Zack Snyder. And Snyder went on to create the Snyderverse, which is a darker storyline about all the superheroes, And of course, the highlight is, of course, Superman. But Superman under Zack Snyder, because he's seeing the Superman, Man of Steel, Kal-El, in such a different light, that when the first Man of Steel came out, it divided the people into two half, because the first is the image of the superhero, image of the great America, great hero, superhero, so represented by Man of Steel. But the period when Man of Steel, Superman came under Zack Snyder, that period is America has gone through Iraq War, Afghanistan War, a lot of things that people now in America discovered that America did a lot of bad things in the world. I remember when 9/11 happened, it was such a tragic, of course, it's a tragic, bad thing that happened, but people ask a number one question, like, what did America do to you? America has never done anything bad to the world. Why did people go and try to blow up, try and destroy the Twin Towers, whereas America has never done any bad things to the world? And that's the message, that's the voice that you hear often after 9/11, which is a tragic, a lot of people died. And I when I heard that some Muslims are celebrating, I feel ashamed, You shouldn't celebrate death, no matter what side, no matter who, that's such a tragic incident. And then what happened next? Why I'm laughing? Because what happens next? America went to war, not against the Al-Qaeda, because Al-Qaeda blew up the Twin Towers, but America went to war with Iraq. And then they said the weapon of mass destruction, and then they went to Afghanistan. Now, Iraq and Afghanistan is the most furthest away from Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda is originated from Saudi Arabia. Osama bin Laden is from Saudi Arabia, and he's not. And then they were saying Iran is doing it and whatnot. No, Iran is Shiites. He's Sunni. And then they wages war in Iraq and Afghanistan. And during the Iraqi war and Afghanistan war, people started to realize that they are being lied to, because Osama bin Laden is not is not accepted in Iraq. Al-Qaeda is different. And they are not. Iraq is not a supporter of Al Qaeda. That's why Saddam Hussein anti-Al-Qaeda. He hates, because Iran, they are a very majority Iranian. Iraq and Iran, their majority are Shiites. They will not give shelter to a Sunni rebel like Al-Qaeda, because they hate Sunnis. Why I say I hate Sunnis, because you know why they hate Sunnis? Because Saddam Hussein is a Sunni. He's a minority president controlling a large Iranian majority, a large Shiite majority country. Anyway, they have nothing to do with Iraq. So anyway, America started to learn all about all of this, that America was not so good, And it comes out with Edward Snowden, and then a lot more revelation by WikiLeaks that America did a lot of bad things in Iraq, like the prison, that prison where they pile up all these Iraqi people, and then they torture them. The American soldiers tortured them. People tend to forget about that, right? So the image of the American soldier has been tarnished, not by Al Qaeda, but by themselves. And people start realizing that they cannot oppose the government. So what has all of this history with Iraq and Afghanistan has anything to do with Superman? Okay. So Zack Snyder came out, he realized, he absorbed all of these things that are happening in the world, that is America is doing to the most of the world. So he created this Superman called Man of Steel, which is the most controversial to a lot of people, especially comic fans, because they say, oh, this is too dark. He is Man of Steel under Zack Snyder is so depressing because he is not like the previous Superman, the original Superman of Christopher Reeve. He is not sunshine. He is not like he cannot do anything wrong. The new Superman under Zack Snyder has doubts, has very deep thinking about his role, his position in the world. You know, he lost his dad. He let his dad die. And then he is such a depressing character, which is fine because he's reflecting on the world. You know, the character of Superman in the Zack Snyder movie is reflecting on the world that counters the old image of Superman during the 80s. That's it. That's why I went around the roadblock talking about the 80s version of America, you know, the Reagan version of America with Dallas, Dynasty, you know, the American richness, and then making jokes about MASH, about Vietnam, about China Beach, all this great image of America as super cop. And then the image gone wrong when people realize that America is actually doing a lot of bad things in the world. And that's why the image of Man of Steel that Zack Snyder created is not colourful. Even the image of the movie is very, very, what do you call that? Very down, very grey, very brownish, you know, very not colourful, you know. They're very low-key. And even the character of Man of Steel himself is very, conflicted. You know, he even, you know, when he and I say, when he exert the vengeance, the final battle, and a lot of people doesn't understand Zack Snyder message that in the end, when he was going through the battle with Zod, and he was destroying the metropolis, you know, he was destroying whole of metropolis, killing a lot of people. I think a lot of people died in that place. And the message that Zack Snyder wanted to create was that, you know, America is doing more harm than good. And even though the intention was good, but the road, you know, the path to hell is paved with good intention. So even though Superman wanted to stop Zod from destroying the world, he himself destroyed the world, destroyed Metropolis. That's the message of Zack Snyder trying to put with Man of Steel, and a lot of people was very angry at the vision. You know, they are very angry at that, you know, so dour and so dark Superman, man. They are not happy. Like 50% are happy and 50% just don't like it, you know, because he said this is not the Christopher Reeve Superman that they used to know. But they don't get it that, yes, this is the image of this is not the image of America that you used to know. America, while even though they have good intention in the world, they actually done bad things. Like until today, the most of the American people who do not go out into the world, they don't see this. It's very difficult for them to see this. That is why WikiLeaks or Edward Snowden, they are still prosecuted. You know, Edward Snowden revealed that, the American government Big Brother is very dangerous. WikiLeaks exposed that America did a lot of bad things to Iraqis during the war. And then there's even that That's not the Garib prison, where America torture Iraqis. That's this image. A lot of Americans do not remember or try not to remember all of this. But this is the reality that happens, that tarnish American image more than Trump. That's what Trump did. He does not want to put war. He doesn't announce a huge war. He wants to pull out the American troops so that the image of the troops are secured. If you put American troops, if you expose them to the world, they will do bad things. So to avoid that, Trump said no more war, right? But the previous president, Obama or whatnot, they all anti-war, they all very pro-war. So I don't want to get into the American politics. I'm still talking about Superman. So the image of Superman that Zack Snyder did was accurate to the image of America that was done, that was there when Zack Snyder created the character, the new Man of Steel. That is why even at the end, the last scene, Man of Steel, Superman, did the unthinkable thing. He killed Zod and he break his neck. And a lot of fans were very angry about that, because for them, that's not Superman. That's not the way. But what Zack Snyder is trying to say, yeah, of course, but this is what America has become. People can say America will never do bad things in the world. But yeah, America did a lot of bad things. A lot of bad things. I love America. I'm saying this because this is the fact, America, they put Agent Orange. They put chemicals in their bomb to kill Vietnamese, and to spray Vietnam with a chemical called Agent Orange. Go and read. This is not a joke to attack America. No, this is history fact. That was Vietnam. And then during the 80s, they fund the drug. Drug went very, very popular because of the American involvement in Contra. They did a lot of things. Let's jump, let's jump. Don't remember, they created the Taliban. They created the Taliban. They give training, they give everything to these farmers. Afghanistan, during the war with Russia, America get into that and train all these people to become soldiers. Okay, let's jump to Iraq, and then the fake war because of there's no weapon of mass destruction. They bomb another country just because they hate one man, Saddam Hussein. Just because they hate one man, they bomb the people there, man, and then they conquer Iraq, another country, and they did not find weapon of mass destruction. They did not find. So, and then they put people in prison, like say Abu Ghraib happened there. You can see all the pictures of people being tortured. So America did that, and Afghanistan they did a lot of bad things, and then they were revealed to the world, and the image of Superman is a reflection of that. That's what happened. Like at the last scene, Superman break Zod's neck, kill somebody. That's a reflection of what, they say. There's always Superman will never do that. Yeah, but the same image of America can do no wrong. But the truth is, America did a lot of bad things, even the most unthinkable things. If you go to the Abu Ghraib incident and what they did, there was just one case that was exposed. There's a lot of other bad things. But I'm not talking on making this video just to attack Americans. No, I love America. I have to say that. I think the culture is liberal, the politics is liberal. You only become a leader for 4 years. I think that's a fantastic idea, You put a limit to power. There are very good things about America that I like. I'm talking here is about trying to help people understand Zack Snyder version of Superman, which is why when I first saw it, I gave it a 10 out of 10. So Man of Steel, when I first saw it, despite when people came out to be, you know what, they show Superman destroying the city, Superman killing Zod. I mean, wow, they were against it, and then they were so dark. I said, no, that image of, Superman is what is actually happened to America when Zack Snyder created this character. America has become less colorful, very dour, very dark. And despite the good intention of America, like Superman, like Kal-El, he destroyed Metropolis. A lot of people died. And in the end, he did something that nobody expected Superman to do. It's the message that I think the world wants Americans to see, that even though America has this good image, it has been not the real image that have been portrayed to the American people. That's why Zack Snyder showed the true image of what America has become through Superman. That is why the Superman that is in Zack Snyder Man of Steel is the truth, the current Superman. And that for me is just a genius work. It's just a genius. And that is my video. Thank you guys for watching.